Hello, I'm the Deaf Geek. This is my retro review for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Episode 5. Mean, green, and straight poured into these jeans. In the previous episode, Jennifer Walters was informed that Titania was suing her. Titania accused Jennifer of illegally using her copyrighted name, She-Hulk. Jennifer's like, no, that's my name. So she countersues, and now there's a trial to determine who owns the She-Hulk name. Obviously, this proceeds to court, and both sides give their evidence. Finally, it is determined for once and for all who owns the name She-Hulk.
Well, I'm surprised and relieved you aren't foolish enough to try to represent yourself. At least you know that basic rule. I'm taking this on as a professional courtesy, but moving forward, we are not colleagues. I'm the attorney, you're the client, because that's the only way this can work. Agreed?
Agreed.
Why didn't you trade?
I chose the character of Mallory as my good for this episode. This is her first appearance, and I really enjoyed how she was portrayed here. She's smart, articulate, confident, personable, and positive thinking. I enjoyed all of her scenes in this episode. She was outstanding in the legal scenes, including listening to Jen. In short, she was an ideal TV lawyer, and I appreciated this mature character.
Overwhelming men, right? Like, think about everything that She-Hulk brings to the table, and those guys were my best option.
You can have literal superpowers, and some guy with an internet connection will still think he can do better.
Yes! Oh my God! The things we put up with. I am so happy we're friends now. What? Did I just say that out loud?
Thanks for the drink.
Of course.
One thing I've noticed is that this show seems to have quite a few cringe moments. The previous clip is one such example of that phenomenon. After the trial, which of course, our She-Hulk won and got the trademark for her name. Granted, she had to sit there all embarrassed by her previous failed suitors. Jennifer set out to celebrate regaining her She-Hulk moniker. During this celebration, the comments that Jennifer made, "Hoo boy, cringe." It was so awkward, Mallory was like, "Yep, see you later." It was so much cringe I had to pick it for my bad.
Oh, wow.
I don't know that I'll really have an occasion.
Just say thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Hello? This shouldn't be left out in the open. Tinsley, does client confidentiality mean nothing to you?
Okay, yeah, this so-called secret has been out of the bag for a long time. Just about everybody knows that Daredevil showed up on She-Hulk. So, no, I wasn't gobsmacked by this revelation. I already knew, but I'm still making this my "what?" moment. This is because that's the likely reaction of those who manage to avoid spoilers. Daredevil, the other famous Marvel lawyer, is showing up on this TV show. Holy cow, that's why I chose this clip. Here are my thoughts about this 5th episode. This was probably the best episode of the season so far. I liked the concept of lawyers fighting over the She-Hulk name. It's a unique premise for an MCU TV show. I thought both sides were relatively effective in presenting their points. I appreciated how both sides used the show's continuity in their arguments. That's how TV show continuity should be used to move the plot along. It made for an entertaining sequence. Now, some of the filler scenes from previous episodes make sense. So overall, that was a good episode. Probably the best one so far. My rating for this episode is a 7.5 out of 10. This is the Deaf Geek, and thanks for watching.